Riding solo, whipping like I'm humble man, but my diamonds like a shovel. Sipping Momo, going logo like a Lolo. Feeling man, but I'm thugging on a dollar. Blowing dodo, ain't about what it is a no-go. My money, leave my hand and come back like a yo-yo. They on my dick, they throwing salt, that's a lover. Riding solo, whipping like a Zorro.
My bitch a fox, your bitch a thought. You value just drop. I'm rich in my stock. I'm punching the top. I rest when I drop. The grind never stop. I'm riding blue hair, pull up at the top. They smile in my face, but really be ops. They stuck in their ways, I'm stuck to the ground. I switched up the plot, and now I'm on top. The bigger the leader, the cream of the car. I'm from the bottom, and serving the sauce. The bigger I dream, the harder it got. I never flip, don't know how to fly. I never flip, you don't know how to fly. Custodian nigga, I'm good with the mop. Petroleum blowing, I'm good by the stock. No podium, calling the shots up a rock. Plutonium, pull up and blow up your spot. I know some niggas that's doing no knocks. Feds on the watch, turned up a notch. Blowing their crops and bleeding the blocks. These niggas can't walk a mile in my size. They smiling, they flat, trying to take what I got. Ooh, I just wanna put me in box. Ooh, cops wanna put me on lock. They fuck with these niggas, no trust in these niggas. Ooh, these niggas be switching their sides. I see the hate in their eyes, that's why I want to you whenever I ride. No, we not the same, no, we cannot hang. No, you are not gang, can't fuck with no lane. They want the fame and I want the change. It's all about games, I'm moving the chain.
Bring the ones that they real when they fake. Bring the ones that don't give on their time. Bring the ones that be moving the station. Bring the streets that they made me this way. Bring the ones that they real when they fake. Bring the ones that don't give on their time. Bring the ones that be moving the station.
Riding solo, whipping like I'm Zorro. Humble man, but my diamonds like the shovel. Sipping Momo, going logo like a Lolo. Feeling man, but I'm thugging on a dollar. Blowing dodo, ain't about what it is a no-go. My money, leave my hand and come back like a yo-yo. They on my dick, they throwing salt, that's a lover. Riding solo, whipping like I'm Zorro.
Real quick, man. Not gonna be here long. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Not gonna be here long, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and everybody gonna catch this shit on the playback, man. I want y'all to see some shit. Real quick, man. What you're looking at right now is the murder weapon. What was used in Buffalo, New York. I do have the video. I'm going to show the video a couple times. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what YouTube gonna do. At this point, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get this shit out. I can't push it back. I just gotta get this shit off. It's been in my mind, right? Make sure you look closely and read everything that's on the fucking gun. Now, although there might be some mental issues, some shit like that, one thing that us in the mental health community always deal with is them pushing off some fuck shit and just blaming it on mental health. Now, we have a guy who he said what needed to be said about it when he was asked about it. I'm gonna play that clip, and I'm gonna also play the shooting. Sometimes some people don't believe this shit can really happen till it happens to them. I know sometimes, like me personally, I'm not a huge fan of showing what I'm about to show. So I will say there is a trigger warning. You know what I'm saying? Also, as a parental advisory. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show it. Fucking show it. I might just show it just one time. Matter of fact, I'm just show it one time. Thanks to Smackwater.
This is what they do. Y'all ready for it? Here it come now.
What about mental illness? You know, the brains of 18-year-old males especially are not fully formed. Is there a possibility that there was some kind of mental illness that triggered this?
Well, here's the crazy part. Tomorrow I'm preaching about mental illness and murder with Cain and Abel. But although his brain may not have been fully formed, at 18 his brain was fully formed enough to pick up a weapon and drive to Buffalo. His brain was fully formed enough to put his finger on a trigger. His brain was fully formed enough to point at people, at women, at anybody who was in his path. His brain was fully formed.
Yeah,
and if it hasn't been fully formed, it should be fully formed, hopefully by the time he gets out of jail. And if he gets out of jail, because at the end of the day, 18 is formed enough to know better.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, I'm gonna play this video one time. Only one time because it is very graphic. Parental advisory is advised. You know what I'm saying? Also, it is a trigger warning too. So get ready for it. The only reason I'm doing this is so we can kind of see. A lot of times we don't get a chance to see, you know what I'm saying, how these people go about their day. Our news is on a 24-hour loop. Shout out to everybody in the area. Shout out to everybody I know from the Buffalo, Rock City area, man. I do know a few people there off of YouTube, and I also know a few folks there that I met, you know, in life, school, and in college and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's from that area. You know, I know somebody from Elmira, and I know that's somewhere off of that area and whatnot. In Buffalo and whatever, man. Shout out to them. I talked to them right before, actually during the Mavericks game, and they don't live there currently, but you know, they kind of gave me a great scope and they gave me a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it because I don't like when they excuse mental, you know what I'm saying? They use the excuse of mental health. Is it something probably there? Most likely. But don't use that excuse for some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same case with that Raji Black dude. I got a video about that. When he went and he made his little, you know what I'm saying, soliloquy about how he dealing with what he dealing with and whatever. So he used that excuse, the excuse of mental health, to go and kill the mother of his children and his girlfriend before he killed himself. He's a fucking coward. I put these two motherfuckers on the same boat, man. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead and play this, man. The trigger warning. I'm only gonna play this once.
My nigga, why is you showing me a Call of Duty video game clip, cake ass nigga? That ain't Call of Duty. That's real. That shit happened yesterday in Buffalo, New York. A white boy in Buffalo, New York shot up a whole bunch of black people. Why? On some racist white supremacy shit. I know they killed that nigga. They ain't killed that nigga. They at least beat his motherfucking ass, huh? They ain't beat him. They sicked the dog on him. They hit him with a motherfucking billy club or something, huh? Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, at least I know they called him a piece of shit and talked crazy to him while they took him into the station, huh? Oh, he got arrested by a whole bunch of white officers. Well, I guess that answers that question, KK. Let me guess. He got mental issues, don't he? What? He said he was trying to make America great again. Oh, I guess he talking about when it was all right to kill niggas, KK. Well, it kinda is still okay to kill niggas, KK. So it's safe to say we could blame first-person shooter games. How they used to try to blame hip-hop, huh, KK?
This is what they do. Y'all ready for it? Here it come now.
What about mental illness? You know, the brains of 18-year-old males especially are not fully formed. Is there a possibility that there was some kind of mental illness that triggered this?
Well, here's the crazy part. Tomorrow I'm preaching about mental illness and murder with Cain and Abel. But although his brain may not have been fully formed, at 18 his brain was fully formed enough to pick up a weapon and drive to Buffalo. His brain was fully formed enough to put his finger on a trigger. His brain was fully formed enough to point at people, at women, at anybody who was in his path. His brain was fully formed.
Yeah,
and if it hasn't been fully formed, it should be fully formed, hopefully by the time he gets out of jail. And if he gets out of jail, because at the end of the day, 18 is formed enough to know better.
Yeah.
Look, man, like I said, I'm not going to be here long, man. I just wanted to show that. And at the same time, man, I wanted to voice an opinion of you as a society, man. You can't excuse mental health for some shit like that. Is it a part of it? Of course, you can say some shit like that is a part of it, but that's how they get away with this shit. Is what I'm trying to pull across. It's the only reason why I'm showing this shit. That's how they get away with this shit. Man. That's how they get away with killing us, man. They just blaming on mental health and shit like that, man. We all know, I don't have to say it, we all know if that was a black man or whatever, man, his ass would have been shot when he came out. They walked this nigga out there the same way they walked that nigga out in South Carolina, the same way they walked out damn near every other white person that went and did some bullshit like this. They walked the niggas out, probably gave him some Burger King, probably made sure he felt comfortable, man, because he's doing what the fuck they want to do, man. Unfortunately, there's still people out here that are like this, man. This happened in Buffalo, New York, man. People were innocent. People wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't harmed. He just an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So prayers out to Buffalo. Shout out to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, I know from that area, man. Hopefully y'all wasn't affected. If you was, man, you know, prayers and condolences to everybody that was affected, man. It's unfortunate that we still gotta deal with this shit, man. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody deserve this shit right here, man. And instead, he got walked the fuck out, like they always do, like nothing's wrong. Walked him out all calm. He just went in there and hurt and killed people, and they walked his ass out. It's amazing how they have so much composure when shit like this happens. So much composure. You know what I'm saying? So much composure. So much compassion for the killer. Walked him out, just placed him in handcuffs. And the punk bitch even said excuse me to somebody that looked just like him. Excuse me. And they want to sit here and talk about, and blame it on mental health and shit like that. Nah, man, we can't go for that shit, man. We cannot keep going for this shit. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I have all the answers for some shit like this, and I don't. And it pains me to see it. It pains me to show it. But at the same time, it's a dose of reality, man, of the world that we're living in. Every fucking day, I walk out of my motherfucking apartment. My number one goal is to make it back to my apartment. Every fucking day. Every fucking day. That's why I don't be bothered about a lot of this shit. Why niggas want to argue and do all type of other fuck shit. This is what I'd rather do. It's cold out here. It's fucked up out here. And all they do is keep making excuses for that shit. They blame it on mental health, which is, I take offense to that. Because I'm part of a community that creates content that's founded on mental health and this and all type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what my foundation's on. Is getting through the problems and getting through whatever. I'm not saying that he don't have no issues, but at the same time, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about his mental state. I don't feel no compassion. People who are like that. People like him. People like Raji Black or Dylan Roof, any of these assholes who go out there and think that they can just get away with some shit like this. But at the same time, they've been proven that they have. But I'm not accepting the mental health excuse for this shit. I'm not accepting it. You know, I try my best not to live my life so dark. That's why I try to, you know what I'm saying, crack jokes and do whatever. But reality is always set in for me. I can't help it. That's just who I am. You know, I'm an overthinker. I think about shit like this when I see shit like this. I can't. A lot of this shit don't matter to me when shit like this happen. A lot of this shit on this app don't fucking matter to me. I can't keep waiting for an opportunity to just talk about shit like this. Don't matter who the fuck shows up, who does, I don't give a fuck. I gotta put this shit out there because, number one, more voices in the mental health community, in the Black community, as many as it can, don't matter what your platform is based on, have to speak on things like this. Everything is not fun all the time. Everything is not a fucking party all the fucking time. There's a time and place for all this shit. And right now, our world is fucked up and our world needs healing. Our world needs healing. I can't explain it any better than that. I already know. Salute, Mike Dougie. Yeah. Okay. I apologize for playing it, Mike Dougie. I already played it, man. My bad. For those who haven't seen it, man, you know what I'm saying? I promise I'm not going to play it again. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, a lot of this shit goes sight unseen. The only reason I played it, because a lot of this shit goes sight unseen. It goes sight unseen. And before we know it, some more bullshit is put in front of our faces from all these media people. Some old bullshit. We worried about niggas getting caught up in RICO cases. Who don't fuck these niggas. Worried about celebrity relationship. Fuck that shit. The Mavericks just fucking beat the fucking Suns in Game 7. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that's just, you know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just how I, you know, whatever. I don't know. I don't have an answer. I wish I did. I wish I had an answer for this shit. I wish I had an answer for a lot of this shit, man. Wish I did. It's fucked up. I don't like talking about shit like this all the time. At the same time, somebody got to do it, man. Because the longer we go on, the longer we neglect talking about protecting our mental health and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to protect it. We're trying to make sure that we are protected out here in this world. So when niggas say, oh, mental health is this and that, how can you say that when shit like this happens? Nigga, this life ain't fucking guaranteed. People didn't deserve this shit, dog. And as black people, we shouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying, protect ourselves at all times. Because assholes might be like this, man. I live in middle America. You think that thought doesn't go across my head when our kids are at school? Well, you can be anywhere, it don't matter. This should happen from coast to coast, down south, up north, out east, and out west, all across the world. I can't help it. My heart goes out to it. You know what I'm saying? The trauma of it. Meanwhile, while this is going on, the focal point should be on eradicating motherfuckers that do shit like this. They shouldn't get walked the fuck out peacefully and calmly. They shouldn't get taken care of. They shouldn't get first-class treatment. They shouldn't even get a chance to even say, oh, I'm crazy or I'm whatever. They shouldn't get that chance. Because the motherfucker knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. Knew what he was doing. Look at knew what he was doing. Same time. Also, while to show the picture, Gabrielle McDonald is still missing. If you have any leads, if you have any, you know what I'm saying, anything, call. It's a number. This is also on my Instagram page. Also, we got to bring Lil Mama home. It's a sick world out here, man. We got to bring Lil Mama home. That's what be on my mind all the fucking time, man. Shit like what happened in Buffalo, shit like what happened in South Carolina, shit like what happens around us. That a lot of shit we don't even fucking know because we get pushed. You know, we get pushed in so many fucking different directions.
Yo,
What's up, Mike? What's up,
what's
Mike?
good, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all right, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, covering this, and I understand the journalistic, standpoint and all that, man. So salute to you, and what I mean, your platform and all of that, man. As you know,
Absolutely.
I'm from Buffalo, man, and
Absolutely.
this grocery store, is right down, shopping there since we was kids, you know what I mean? It's 8 minutes away from my house where I'm at right now. You
Mm.
know, it's a real tragedy, man. You know what I mean? And what made me even came up right now was the young girl. You know what I mean? Like so many kids. That's a news story within itself. You know what I'm saying, Trail? Like
Yeah.
it's when you Google how many kids is missing every year. You know what I'm saying? Is the most astronomical
It's
number
scary, bro.
you'll ever want to see. So people go ahead, you know what I'm saying, do that. You know what I mean? And you really had that's what should be on CNN and world
Cause that
news.
shit hits home.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like
For sure.
that little girl is a niece of somebody that I grew up with, somebody that I can, that's a friend that I know is family. You know what I'm saying? His sister, that's her child. I seen it in the car. I said that shit hits home for me because
Yeah.
when I see that little girl, I see my own.
Right.
And
No, for
shit,
sure. Yeah.
and that shit like what happened in Buffalo or South Carolina or Mississippi, like that shit fucks me up because it's like, damn, it is some sick individuals in this fucking world, dog.
Yeah. And I had to tell my daughter, this was a tragedy, right? I have an aunt that stays literally a street away from there. My brother grandmother house was right behind there when we were kids. And I had to tell my 10-year-old daughter when she saw that on news, she was like, look, Daddy, Tops. And I said, yo, I had to apologize to her and tell her, like, yo, I'm sorry, like, that y'all even got to go through this because the stuff that they're going to have to go through, the prices that they're going to have to pay for loaves of bread and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, right now, 2 dozen eggs, 2 loaves of bread, that's $20. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Come on, I'm 39 years old, man. Like it's never been that much money. So when you put all of that in the pot of everything and how they distract, instead of focusing on where's all these missing children going and everything like that, and how they know what Hillary. I don't even want to get into that, but
Yeah.
you know,
I already know where you're going. Yep. I know where you're going.
because we were talking about the missing kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
man, yo, bro, it's sad with this. What's going on in the city right now? It's sad, man. It's sad. It makes me also think about too, just on the fact of how he was. See, what he did was he picked this place. He's been they seen him around here. So Buffalo, this area right here, it's divided into sections: the east side, west side.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, it used to be like more Puerto Ricans on the west side, and black people on the east side. This is a black area. He picked the area and started picking out weapons and bullets and what's gonna work the best and what wouldn't work the best. And it's like we be so quick to slide on the enemy, the ops that we got, but there's
Bro,
more of them dudes. There's more of them dudes where he came from. He's just
it's a
us.
lot of them, bro. And that's the thing that pisses me off, right? It's two things about this shit, right? Is bro, we be so quick to spin the block and do all that bullshit on each other. Go find these
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
yeah.
Go find them. I ain't condoning violence, but I'm just saying.
It's already, you're not condoning it. We not condoning it. But look what just happened. We
Look
can
what just
condone it,
happened.
or we can condone it or not condone it. But look what just happened, man. Listen, this is a couple. There's a lot of people that got killed, man. This lady, she was 80 something years old. Come on, she beat, segregation and the integration and all, things like that to get killed shopping in 2022 with a gun that said nigger on it.
Yeah.
That's so sad, man, that we don't we want to be protected instead of protecting ourselves. We want somebody to acknowledge us instead of us just acknowledging ourselves.
Bro, that shit is wild, bro. I stared at this picture for about 20 minutes, dog. And the only reason I stared because it was like this. When I started watching the news, the first it's like a little formula that they do. They go with the well, maybe it's mental health and shit like that. Like, all right, we can say that shit, but get that shit the fuck out of here, dog.
Check this out, right? Right. They can say, right. Mental health, right? Okay. Now watch this, right? Look how valueless our lives are. Not because for okay, let's just say for whatever reason. But come on. If we would have went out there, first 2 points. If we would have went out there and did that, we would have got killed. That's for one.
Mm-hmm.
If we would have did that, out there at that, if a black person would have went over there and shot up that many people anyways over there in that same area, they would have still got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
They would have still got killed. And we have to realize that. We have to realize that. Like, that's how not valuable our lives are to them. Like, you can't say that a black man or a Puerto Rican person would have went out there and started shooting white people or going to shoot black people, and you can't say that. I would have died. If it was me, I would have.
Bro, it's unfortunate, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a little sick formula that they go through. You know what I'm saying? And they be letting these motherfuckers go in there and plead insanity and all. No, bro. No, he need to go. You know what I'm saying? No, man. Like, he can't get that excuse. And like that dude said on that thing, no, man, we can't. No. You know what I'm saying? No.
That white man wouldn't have brought that up. He wouldn't have brought that up if it was a black person. He would have.
Of course,
that wouldn't have been his first response. His response to say mental illness. He wouldn't have said that.
He wouldn't have said that. You can't, man. This dude took time to write that on the weapon.
What about all the people that were saying? What about all the people that were cheering him on and saying, saying, yeah, go ahead, do it.
Yeah. They don't want to talk about that though.
Because there's more people. There's way more people. They're going to work tomorrow and they're gonna say hello to a black person right in their face. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Smiling and shit. Tell your bro live here, bro. Come on, bro. I tell you all the time, bro. This shit, like, the look of evil don't have no look. You know
one thing I'll tell you, right? I'm from Buffalo, New York, born and raised. I grew up spending my summers in Memphis, Tennessee. And then as an adult, I lived in Houston, Texas. And one thing I could tell you is that the racism, you would expect it to be more racist. I always said this. You could expect it to be more racist out there in down south, but it's not. It's not. It's up here because they're gonna see out there. They're gonna tell you to your face how they feel about you. You're gonna see the flag. You're gonna see the bumper stickers. You're gonna know who they is.
The tattoos, all that shit.
Yes,
everything
out there.
You gonna see,
but out here you don't see that. They live. I always say they live far away. See this? It becomes like an obsession. They live far away from black people, Trill, right? They live far away from black people and still obsess over, oh my God, if we go out, we can't even go to the city. We're going to get killed. This is what they say, and they amp themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And when you talk to them, oh my God, you're from the city. Oh my God, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, and they don't get it. It's a stigma. They don't get it. You live outside of black people for a reason, and then you already won. You away from everybody, and you drove 3 hours out here to be around black people. And not to mention, you are the superior race in the eyes of America, and you think that we trying to take something from you. You thinking that killing us is gonna be one more thing for a white person? You the superior race. You a failure. You a failure. You the superior race, supposedly. Supposedly, right? Ain't that what they supposed to be? The superior race, right?
Yep.
And you mad at black people, so you gonna go kill them. The sick part, my brother showed me, because I didn't watch the video, and I refuse to, because he wants to put that poison into our heads. We shouldn't consume everything. It's just like eating. We shouldn't just consume a whole chocolate cake, a dozen donuts, and 2 gallons of chocolate milk. It's just the same thing with social media. We can't just consume everything. But I saw the one part where he looked at it was like a white dude in the aisle, and he was laying on the ground, and he screamed, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and moved on. I was like, yo, there's a problem here, man. It's been here. There's a problem here. Like, how can we don't know who they are, right? But we know each other. And that's crazy. Why? Because of our skin. And if that's all that bonds and break, it's an eye-opening thing. It's an eye-opening thing, because you don't know who it really is behind those eyes. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you saying hello to at work, or who pulling you over, or who coming to inspect your house, or who coming to give you that bank loan, or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is crazy, man. And then another thing that I couldn't stop thinking about is also, you know what I'm saying, these movements, these foundations, you know what I'm saying, like Black Lives Matter, who they raise out, they raise all this money off black trauma. They're doing the same thing that the opposition is doing. They benefiting from it. They ain't helping nobody else. They living their life with all type of mimosas, bro. And I watched her interview too, and I'm talk about that too real soon. I have to, you know what I'm saying, I have to really watch it, because YouTube or whatever, that they get real
right.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, when I hear those families, I want to say it was Mike Brown's dad or Trayvon's dad or something, and he said something like, bro, we ain't getting nothing from that. We didn't get no help from that. And these other people who, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, that's type of shit that be like, well, before we start pointing the finger everywhere else, although we have every single right to, we gotta start talking with each other and holding each other accountable. But they can't keep doing that, because they watching how we treat each other and thinking that shit is still cool.
Yeah.
And
how can we?
And
my bad.
No, you good, bro.
No, but how can we be mad at this, right? But when we was just out, we could kill each other, but he come and do this. You know what I'm saying? And I had to look and be like, yo, how I handle my fellow brother. You know what I'm saying? How I handle, you know what I mean? Like, for real, like, because it really, you know what I mean? Like, I could be as old as I am and still be ignorant to shit, man. I'm not above anything. I'm not man, come on, man. I had to restart my life over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So.
And we human, man. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And that's one thing that, you know what I'm saying, that I always think about, like I shit like this, it make you think about everything from just a content base, whether it's media, whether it's music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't help not to, you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing it, but at the same time, I kind of feel guilty sometimes. I'm like, man, I gotta cut this shit out for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
No. I got my cleansing period too. where I don't listen to certain shit. I'll listen to my old 80s shit, my 90s.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I gotta cleanse. I know I'm too grown for a lot of shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta check myself. And
Yeah, bro. Like I be
I
having to get into that bag a whole lot, bro. And I can't even lie, bro. I listen to more jazz and funk and other music. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've always had, my dad was a jazz and a funk a musician, so that's always been a part of him. But talking to him about it, and he's in his mid 70s. You know what I'm saying? Like he had me in his late 40s. You know, I'm 31, and he's in his mid 70s. So when I talk to him about things like this, because he's been through it physically, like he was hit with the water hose. He was there. He was one of the men who marched in the Million Man marching. So
I've been to
he's
the
seen
Civil
it.
Rights Museum in Memphis.
Yeah, so he's seen it up close and personal. So when he talking to me about this, it's like, damn,
it's bad for the destruction. Right. It's bad for the destruction of our community. Like, for example, this whole Young Thug thing, right? When you get the money and get the millions, you're not supposed to be doing this little petty shit no more and encouraging this petty little bullshit no more. You're not supposed to be doing that shit no more.
You beat the
I had
odds, dog.
you know what made me sit back and think about it? I was like, yo, I had to sit back. You beat the odds, right? I had to sit back and think about it. I'm like, yo, if I had, I would be talking about, man, listen, that's why I always say to me, and I'm from Buffalo, New York, man, one of the best rappers is motherfucking Sauce Walker, man. Sauce Walker don't talk about selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? He barely talking about shooting shit up. He talk about what the fuck he doing. He talk about elevating and doing what he doing in Houston and doing him and putting his mans on and doing, you know what I mean? That's what it's supposed to be about. But I seen firsthand a lot of these dudes really wasn't nothing in the street. They got the rap money, used it to become street folk heroes. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of right now. And we get so caught up in that, we're not seeing what the real big picture is. And look what just happened. This dude came right up in here, right? But there's enough money to be spent on jewelry and cars. Not knocking nobody. I'm not, because everybody gotta live their life. But what I'm saying is, if we really think about it, we could build shit up and have our own and still have all the jewelry and cars. Because the more you put into, like, this is a thriving city. Like, this city, people talk about Buffalo, but real estate is, if you owned a house for $50,000, that house is $200,000. Period. I don't give a damn what kind of house it is. Like, it's crazy right now. But Buffalo is definitely coming back. We gotta, pray for our city. But like I said though, it's a disconnect. It's a disconnect going on, and I have to look in the mirror, because the change starts. I can't tell nobody what to do. I gotta, as a man, be the example. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah, like, and that shit right there is oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like I talked to my daughter about this today. You know what I'm saying? She's 12, but she keeps a pulse on what goes on around, you know what I'm saying, the world and whatnot, and hearing her talk about it. And I had her talk to, you know what I'm saying, talk to my dad, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, he just was telling her, you know what I'm saying, just giving her game, you know what I'm saying, like, I was born and raised in Dallas, but I live in Oklahoma now, so my head is always on the swivel, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
just
it's got to be, because out there gun laws are so different. Y'all have it's more guns out there.
Yeah, you don't need nothing for no gun. You don't need nothing. You don't need anything but the money. Everybody strapped up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's strapped up. I never been you know what I'm saying, like a gun person, but Man, I got one on the cars, ones that stay on me. I got you know what I'm saying? It's two or
Just
three,
because
but
that's the climate. When in Rome, do as the
yeah,
Romans do, and it's
exactly.
like but it evens out the odds too because a lot of people don't try that dumb shit. Like I tell people when I lived in Houston, I tell people from Buffalo, I bring them out to Houston. They be like, man, what the hell? Like people out here like are so flamboyant, open what they do, and I'm like, yo, it's different out here because people know not to play because you fuck around and play. It's not just like some petty Buffalo shit that be happening. Niggas have beef. No, the shit gets settled right then and there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That shit turned to the OK Corral real quick.
It's down south. It's different. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
out here like nobody. You're not really catching a lot of people, with firearms. Somebody could have been in there with a firearm. You know what I mean? The crazy thing about it is, if somebody would have been in there with a legal gun, right? This is how crazy New York State is. Somebody would have been there with a legal gun and killed that dude yesterday, for example, with an illegal gun. They would have still had to go 2.5 years to jail for the gun.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, though. That's crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
They
crazy,
gonna they
bro.
they gonna slay you. They gonna slay you for a gun out here. They gonna you done. You done.
Mm-hmm.
I know niggas that beat two bodies and got 30 years for the gun because it was their third felony. Come on, man.
Mm.
New York State for you.
Mm-hmm. That should be unfortunate, dog. Like, man, like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ooh wee. So unfortunately, like, I remember I remember when that Plastico shit happened. I said, hey, nigga shot himself. I said, damn, nigga got to go to, nigga got to get him.
Niggas never gonna know what happened with Plexico that day, man. That's just crazy.
I said, hey, shot himself. They said, oh yeah, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? But you in New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, that shit is, ooh, that shit strapped down like that, bro.
They sat New York State sat Lil Wayne down. Sat his ass
Yeah.
right in Rikers Island. Sat him right down for
Mm-hmm.
that hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Definitely pray for the city of Buffalo, man. We in a bad state right now. The world, you know what I mean? World news, man. Not for nothing good, man. World news, man. You know what I'm saying? All to think of in such a high crime area. But it's getting better. But that Jefferson over there used to be a high crime area, and for something like that to happen, a mass shooting, and it's black people, and it's not black on black crime. That's crazy. This is a eye opening thing to see. You know what I'm saying? That you know anybody that can hurt. You know what I mean? My man, God bless, Victor, man. He was shot on Dodge Street, which is um 4 streets over from that tops. Like literally, I'm talking about right there. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
you got this inner city violence. Now this happens now. It's eye
Yeah.
opening.
And all that does just puts everybody on more of an alert now. You know what I'm saying?
Need to
As
be,
if it
yeah.
didn't, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? But now, because it's certain shit like that's just like you said, like that's the everyday story. You
Man,
know what
this
I'm
shit is,
saying? Like
yeah.
that's never going to be the same anymore.
No,
Nobody's
no,
going to be, you
even
know what I'm saying? It's never going to be the same.
for years, man. All these funerals, it's about to be over. This shit is sad, man. It's just sad. And you know what I mean. I got a funeral to go to on the 20th. I'm damn near gonna go to. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a big thing. The whole city gonna go to these funerals. You know what I'm saying? It's another funeral. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, little cuz Cody, man, got murdered, man. Got
Rest in
shot
peace.
last Friday night, and he passed away. what was that, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In the hospital. I mean, all this violence going on, man, and now this, man. People won't look at that, man. It's not still lit no more. It ain't lit. You know what I'm saying? This is not a game, man. This ain't the, you know what I mean? This ain't what it is, man. This ain't Instagram, and this is real life, man. Motherfucking stream this shit like a game of Call of Duty, man.
Yeah.
Stream this shit like a game of fucking Call of Duty, man. Sickening. Sick, man. It's sick and it's sad that happened. You know what I'm saying? And all our babies gotta see this shit and be witness to this shit, man. You know what I mean? What lurks, the evil that lurks inside of, you know what I mean? But this is what goes on because we gave it all away. We gave it all away. We instead of us having our own, we asked, can we have some of theirs, man? And it never worked out, man. This is the ripple effect of that. This is the ripple effect of that.
It absolutely is.
And it shows. You know what I'm saying? Pray for Buffalo, man. Yo, bro, it was good talking to you. You know, we always
absolutely. I appreciate it, man.
You know where I'm at, man.
Yeah. Absolutely,
right,
man.
Bro. Yo, be safe, you heard?
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. God bless. I say my condolences to your people, man. Real
100,
shit.
Man.
Already.
Peace, bro. Peace, one.
Peace, one. Appreciate Mike Duggan, man. Putting up, man, giving us an insight, man. You heard what he said, man. I don't need to say nothing else. He's out there. You know the temperature. What's going on out there, man? You know what I'm saying? I send my condolences to everybody that was hurt, was traumatized. Pray for Buffalo, man. Also praying for our world. Our world needs healing. And us as black and brown people, man, we need healing also. You know what I'm saying? That's why certain content is important. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about the hoopla and the glitz and glamour, man. You know what I'm saying? Real people are really getting hurt out here, man. And it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And I hate even talking about stuff like this, but I got to. I'm a mental health nigga, man. And when shit like this happen, my first thing goes to, damn, it's so much. You know what I'm saying? We got so much trauma off in this world, man, that we got to learn. And I say this all the time, and it's something that I have to learn. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, man. You know, so I'm going to go ahead and play a couple tracks. I'm going to close this out, man. And I always say this is something I have to learn through all the years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I have to learn that we're not responsible for what traumatizes us, but we are responsible for our healing as a people. You know what I'm saying? As a people. We have to take responsibility for our healing. We can't expect them to heal us because sometimes people that we expect to heal us are the same people who are hurting us. You know what I'm saying? That said, shout out to Mike Duggan. I don't need to say no more, man. I'm going to stop this shit right where it is. You know what I'm saying? Prayers for Buffalo. I'm sending my condolences, my prayers. Play a couple tracks, man. You know what I'm saying? And leave it at that. Shout out to Mike Duggan, man, for putting up. Appreciate that. Much love, brother. For real. Real quick, man, as I close this out, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Ashley's Perspective. Shout out to 2YNC, man. Shout out to Dem Mahair. Big shout out to Alicia B. Big shout out to James Little. Big shout out to everybody. Shank Rock that pulled up. And also, real big shout out to Mike Duggett, man. Real big shout out to Mike Duggett, man. Like I said, we play this track. You know what I'm saying? Boost the mood a little bit. I don't want us to stay, you know what I'm saying, in a somber mood. You know what I'm saying? But us being black and brown people, one thing we do know how to do, man. One thing we've done our whole lives on this God's green earth. We're going to dance through the fucking struggle, man. And we're going to get through this. As hard as it is, we're going to get through this. We're going to pull through this. For people who care about shit like this, man, make sure you pray. Make sure you send your condolences out. One thing, like I said, we always do as black and brown people, man, we dance through the fucking struggle. We get through it. Every time they try to, you know, down our spirits and do whack ass shit like this, we come back stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. That being said, man, I'm play this track right here. It's called Bankroll. Outlaw Mail. Wireframe. This shit going real quick, man. Much love, man. Stay true and heal. Monumental to be monumental. So my prayers out to Buffalo.
Matter of fact, big stun on the beat as a cheat.
Much love, y'all.
Add me up, man. Count me up. I need all mine. I need every bit of it. Change included.
Bankroll. Got a different walk when I got a bankroll. Bankroll. No time to talk. Gotta get a bankroll. Now she tryna stalk cause I got a bankroll. No time to talk, gotta get a bankroll.
Look, say, gotta get that back, gotta get that damn cheese. No time for no scam, no time for no damn fee. Point me to that money, it's gonna be a stampede. Broke, I can't be, watch me do the damn thing. Fit that shit off in my jeans. Know how to get the jacket, know a nigga like staying clean. Need a low for the whole team. Tired of them little crumbs, little bitch. We need the whole thing. Yo, we need the whole row. Gotta feed the pack, little bro. You know how it go. Come on, gotta play for the invest. It's a go. Unchained dope, nigga never been slow. Gotta get a
bankroll. Got a different walk when I got a bankroll. No time to talk. Gotta get a bankroll. Now she tryna stalk cause I got a bankroll. No time to talk, gotta get a bankroll.
Looking for the bankroll. Ride with my bros, we don't fuck with stink hoes. Gotta show me that you loyal and then that you can't roll. Fuck a little different when you get a pocket full of chochos on the road and it's hot and cold. Running to my goal like Ronaldo on the field, shit for show. If you ain't speaking money, bro, it ain't time to talk. I'm a man on a mission, famo, that changed my walk. Gotta live over timber, you a simp. Never scared to take the shot. Play for me like Sean Kemp. I'm just shit for bank rolls. I can't fuck with lame hoes. Boy, I'm on the main road. I ain't even chain clothes. No, you heard of that?
Bankroll. Got a different walk when I got a bankroll. No time to talk. Gotta get a bankroll. Now she tryna stalk cause I got a bankroll. No time to talk, gotta get a bankroll.
Damn, girl, you kiss your mom with that, man? Hello? 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 Hello?
What you doing?
She cooling.
You coming through? Man, you been saying you want to fuck with an icy boy and all that there. Well, I'm pulling up tonight. I'm going to fall through. I'm going to leave some sleet on that ass.
All right, babe.
Yeah, big baby. Shit, girl. What time you say you had to go back to work? What?
Online, jumping out through the weekend. On my nigga, tell me what you need. Phone line, jumping out through the week. She mine, bust down with your free. Phone line, jumping out through the week. On my nigga, tell me what you need. Phone line, jumping out through the week. She mine, bust down with your free. Phone line, jumping there, sing a day. Big money, nigga, that sing away. Gotta get it, gotta make some shake. Gotta flex, plus plenty bills to pay. I need that money. Ain't tripping on your bitch, even though she want me. I only feel her for the dick, but in the morning, yeah, I'm gone, bitch. Back on my belong. Shit, fuck around and buy a phone clip. I'm on me. Jumping out through the week. On my nigga, tell me what you need. Phone line, jumping out through the week. She mine, bust down with your free. Phone line, jumping out through the week. On my nigga, tell me what you need. Phone line, jumping out through the week. She mine, bust down with your free. Yeah, check this out. It can be our secret, baby. Hit me on my phone line. She ain't tripping, she wanna get hit with that long line. Yeah, gonna eat that dick. I see you got a strong mind. Shit, I can tell you had a real nigga in a long time. Some of these niggas rent that pussy, baby girl, I own mine. Some of these niggas money business, baby girl, I own mine. Yeah, you a holler thing, just wanna fuck with your own kind. Yeah, gonna lock me in, give me on this next song. Jumping out through the week, yeah. On my nigga, tell me what you need. Phone line, jumping out through the week. She mine, bust down with your free. Phone line, jumping out through the week. On my nigga, tell me what you need. Phone line, jumping out through the week. She mine, bust down with your free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello. What's up with it? What can I do you for? Whoa, slow down. You're talking too speedy, man. You too needy, man. What? Spit that shit to me. What's happening? Hold on, let me get my pen and pad. Better yet, let me pull out my goddamn map book. Put it in my stickies. What can I do you for? Oh, you bitch? Oh, yeah, I did that. Yeah, let me write that down. Yep, check. Oh, you're angry. Okay, check. Hey, yeah, okay, I'm after. Oh, you gonna pull up on me. Check. Bad mistake. Check. Yeah.
Much love, y'all. It's gonna be the last track of the, of the show. Like I said, man, don't forget, man. Prayers for Buffalo. Prayers for Buffalo. That whole area out there, man. You know what I'm saying? And also, before we leave out of here, Gabrielle McDonald. Gotta bring her home. You know what I'm saying? Gotta bring her home, man. Prayers for the family. Prayers for our, our world. Prayers for our people. Our world needs some healing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that y'all keep this in y'all mind. Y'all out there, out and about, man. Stay on your pivot. Monumental to be monumental. Stay true and heal. And stay mentally trill, man. Last song, man. Still here. Don Chief. JJ the Prince. And J Dog the Young Hawk. Much love.
Yeah. Tell by the look on your face, you ain't picture me this way. Okay, so straight me. What you see, motherfucker, OG. You in your feelings, then tell me how you feel. You my nigga, then tell me how you real. Nigga, you so
Laws took my money, been betrayed and slept on. I held strong, found my money zone and kept on. Remember all them niggas that we crept and stepped on? Then you left for nigga for dead, you did wrong. It's like niggas wanna see Jay with his head blown. 6 feet under with my name on the headstone. I'm Jordan to these streets, motherfucker. Let alone all you niggas thought that a nigga would lose, you big wrong. Picture me rolling like Pac with my bread long, riding the same Benz with a yellow or red bone. I shine for the niggas that been sitting in the feds long, the ones that's dead gone, cause these streets had their head gone. Wish you could've held on, I miss you, my nigga. So when you see a nigga shine, I represent you, my nigga. Yeah, we South Dallas niggas came from rags to riches. Now we chill out in Hawaii with the baddest bitches. What?
Yeah. Tell by the look on your face, you ain't picture me this way. Nah, baby, that's okay. So straight like Pimp say, bitch, look at me, motherfucker, look at me. What you see, motherfucker, OG. You in your feelings, then tell me how you feel. You my nigga, then tell me how you real. Nigga, you so fuck, nigga. Watch how it all turn out. Oh, you hoes sleeping on me, watch how y'all get turned out. What you bitch stop? You gon' learn now. No U-turns either, bitch, you shouldn't have burned out. I'm from the bottom of that bottom, Drake talking about. Was never counted in, so you can never count me out. Yeah, I'm the real thing, overcame real pain. That little pussy struggle made my nigga switch lane. Damn, boo, bitch, I can't believe you. And you leave the first time a nigga needed you. Bitch, all I needed was a boost. You know I'm about it. If you listen, I'm the definition, learn about me, bitch. Hard. Tell by the look on your face, you ain't picture me this way. Yeah, baby, that's okay. So straight like Pimp say, bitch, look at me, motherfucker, look at me. What you see, motherfucker, OG. You in your feelings, then tell me how you feel. You my nigga, then tell me how you real.
They say the Lord don't make no mistakes, but how you can have this faith and still get bit by snakes? Where I'm from, we don't bend nor break. When you come from the bottom, that shit just come with the hate. And these young niggas out here retarded. They call me an OG, but they got me riding around with that 40. I seen my partner stretched out on the ground, and the shit was broad day, and nobody ain't making a sound. Mama told me it'd be days like this, so I put it in their face and bust down neck and wrist. This how it look when they give up on you. Riding around with the top drop dog going on California.
Yeah. Tell by the look on your face, you ain't picture me this way. Yeah, baby, that's okay. So straight like Pimp say, bitch, look at me, motherfucker, look at me. You see, motherfucker, OG.